Hello, Taurus. My name is Sherry Simpson. I am your transformational life coach. And I pulled a card for you around the beginning of January, and the card that came through was Suffering in Silence. This is a mental card, and I want you to know that you need to end this suffering in silence, and possibly you have already, because today is the 15th. So I have 4 cards for you. I pull a card for the let's go physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual bodies. So let's see what the cards have to reveal for you today. Interesting. So it's maybe sort of like this card, the Suffering in Silence card. This card is about you detaching. And let's take a look at this. So it's as though she is a light being behind her, and she's like a human being in front. So it's as though you are connected in your human life and in your spiritual life, and that's how I see the 11s. I wonder if you're seeing 11s. 11s are about the pillars. It's about the pillars, about you connecting in both worlds, the spiritual world and the human world. And what you want to do is be grounded and balanced and connected in both. But in order for you to, I'm hearing order pizza. The way that I describe the law of attraction is about ordering pizza. So in order for you to achieve this dove in this card, you need to detach from the outcome. And I know personally how challenging that is, because when you are looking for more money, or you're looking to help more clients, or you're looking to buy a house or get a new job or do something, you're attached to it. And so the wisdom today is for you to physically detach. And what does that mean? That means that you need to request something, just like you would order a pizza. You're requesting exactly what you want your pizza to be. You're exactly asking and being really specific about what it is that you want. And then you're allowing it to go, just like she's releasing the dove. You hang up the phone when you order a pizza, and you go do something else until 25 minutes later or whatever it shows up, or you go and pick it up. So you don't think about it. You don't worry about it. You're detached from it. So I get the sense that there may have been something maybe last year and into the end of December and beginning of January that really had you mentally suffering. Like, how do I do this? How come I haven't achieved this? That aspect. And you're a bull. I know that when you are focusing on something, you can do it. So you just really want to be focusing on what it is that you do want, not what you don't want. And you also want to be detached. And because this is a physical card, what I'm hearing for you is to detach, you need to just go out and move. You need to go work out. You need to go out in nature. You need to go hike. You need to go be by a beach or near the water or whatever. You need to do something physical to shift your energy and get your mind out of this place of suffering and away from whatever the dove is. Let's take a look at the mental card. Ooh. So the mental card is about coming together. So possibly the goal that you have is something that's going to create community, or something that's going to create some shift, or create a relationship for you, or create something that connects people together. So I want you to know that mentally you can do this absolutely. And what this is telling me is, if you have been in your head about how, you really want to tap into your heart. This is a heart-centered card. It's about doing what you love, and it's about doing loving things for other people and finding this balance. So it's about finding like-minded people. It's about finding your tribe and finding your community, and really allowing yourself to choose something that you want to manifest. Allow yourself to send out the request and detach from it, and then know that the community is going to come to you. So you don't want to force yourself to find it and be the bull that you normally are, and going after it so rigidly. You really want to be in that perspective of love. Does this feel loving? Do I feel loving? Does this person feel loving? Does this situation feel loving? Does this job feel loving? Does this new home feel loving? Tap into that energy for me from the mental space to relax it into the heart center. So the emotional card is dedicated effort, and of course this sounds like you, Taurus, because I know how dedicated you can be. So this is a physical dedication card, which means that when you have decided what it is that you're manifesting this month, when you have let it go and gone outside, you really want to pay attention to the wisdom that comes to you, to the synchronicities that are happening around you, because abundance is coming. This is an A card. It's about you focusing your efforts more specifically. For me, I have a tendency to want to do a whole bunch of things, and then I'm not really focusing my attention on anything. And I want you to choose 1 or 2 things and to really focus your effort. So physically doing only one or two things that are really going to help you get to what it is that you're going to be manifesting. And the spiritual card, interesting, spiritual card is also an 8, which is a good sign because the 8s are about abundance. And this is about you moving on. And so spiritually, what does that say? It says that there have been concepts, ideas, things that you've been struggling with in your heart and possibly with your words, because my throat's going a little weird. But there's things that you've been struggling with, and what the guides are saying is it's time for you to move on and to heal whatever that is. If you have been in past relationships that haven't worked out, if you've had a past job that hasn't worked out, and you haven't really been able to move on, they're saying you need to do it, and you need to do it from a really heart-centered place, because focusing on the things that you've been focusing on hasn't served you, and it's been keeping you stuck, and it has not allowed you to get into that place of dedicated effort because you're sidetracked by something. So you want to allow yourself to just cut those ties and know that it's for the highest and greatest good of everyone. And the things that you've been concentrating on, whenever I see this card, I always think of the water coming over and covering his footsteps. So his footsteps are being washed away. And he's moving on, he's moving into the future. And he's doing it with confidence, and he's doing it because he knows abundance is there and not where he's come from. But with the water washing the steps away, it's almost as though our heart desires to hold on to things that have less meaning, and we don't necessarily focus on things that are more meaningful. So if you have been holding on to things in your heart that have been sort of festering, it's time to let those go and to move on. I really do feel like abundance is coming for you, and I do feel like the suffering and silence is over because you are connecting and finding community in a different way. So hopefully that serves you, Taurus. If you are interested in a personal reading, you can message me for that, or you can find the link below. I'm also doing a course where I'm interested in helping people to really read cards themselves and to tap into their own intuition and to tap into their own psychic gifts. So I'm having a course that's going to explain all the gifts so that you can tap in and figure out which one is yours or which ones are yours, and then have you feel more confident in actually acting those out daily. So I'm doing a course. I'll leave the description for that below. Namaste. Have a beautiful day.